She thought the man she loved died 3 years ago, until the rain brought his voice back from the grave. The rain arrived in Dubai without warning, swallowing the city beneath silver shadows and trembling neon reflections. Every rooftop glistened like broken glass, and every empty road looked as if it carried secrets no soul was brave enough to touch. Fazza stood alone near the balcony of the highest penthouse in the marina, dressed in black while thunder rolled quietly behind her like an unfinished confession. She loved rain in a dangerous way, not because it comforted her, but because storms always reminded her of the night someone vanished from her life forever. The wind moved through her hair while her fingers held a small letter already ruined by water. 3 words were still visible beneath the fading ink: "Baby, I returned." No name. No explanation. Only those words. For 3 years, the world believed he was dead. Fazza closed her eyes slowly. Somewhere below the tower, sirens screamed through the streets, fading beneath the endless rain. Her heartbeat grew heavier because she knew something impossible had just entered her life again. The same perfume from years ago suddenly floated through the cold air behind her, dark oud mixed with rainwater and smoke. She turned instantly, but the balcony was empty. Only shadows remained. Then her phone vibrated. Unknown number. Do you still watch the rain when you miss me? Her breath stopped. The message disappeared seconds later. Fazza stepped backward slowly, feeling fear crawl through her chest like ice. Nobody else knew about the rain. Nobody knew how every storm dragged her back toward him. Not even her closest friends. Yet someone was watching her now, someone who understood the parts of her soul she buried after his death. Lightning shattered across the sky. And for 1 second, she saw a man standing across the neighboring rooftop. Tall. Still. Watching her. When darkness returned, he was gone. The storm became violent after midnight. Rain crashed against the city as if heaven itself wanted to erase Dubai from existence. Fazza drove through the empty streets alone, unable to breathe inside her apartment anymore. Her black car cut through the wet roads while memories haunted her from every direction. The cafe where they first met. The bridge where he once kissed her beneath thunder. The abandoned hotel where he whispered, "If I ever disappear, don't search for me." Back then, she laughed. Now those words felt like a curse. Her phone rang again. Unknown number. This time she answered. Silence. Only rain. Then a voice finally whispered through static, low and broken, "Baby, I never stopped loving you." The line died immediately. Fazza nearly crashed the car. Her hands trembled violently against the steering wheel while tears mixed with the storm outside. That voice belonged to him. Impossible. Unmistakable. The exact same darkness hidden beneath every word. The man buried 3 years ago beside an empty grave because authorities never found his body after the fire. Yet somehow, he sounded alive. The rain intensified as she reached the old hotel near the edge of the city, the same forgotten place where their story once began. The building looked abandoned now, swallowed by darkness and silence. Water dripped from shattered windows while the lobby smelled of dust and memories. Fazza walked carefully through the corridor, hearing thunder echo above her like distant footsteps. Then she saw it. Room 309. The door was slightly open. Inside, candles burned softly around the room despite the storm outside. Fresh roses covered the floor. And near the window stood a man dressed entirely in black, staring at the rain with his back facing her. Fazza froze. Every breath disappeared from her body. Slowly, he turned. The same eyes. The same scar near his jaw. The same dangerous silence that once made her fall apart for him. But something inside him had changed. He looked colder now. Almost haunted. "You're dead," Fazza whispered weakly. He smiled without happiness. "That's what they wanted you to believe." The candles flickered violently as thunder shook the room. Fazza stared at him like someone trapped between love and fear. She wanted to run into his arms. She wanted to slap him for disappearing. She wanted answers. But before she could speak again, he stepped closer and placed a blood-stained photograph into her hands. Her face turned pale instantly. It was a picture of her sleeping inside her penthouse. "Taken yesterday." "They found you," he said quietly. "Who?" For the first time, fear appeared in his eyes. "The people who buried me alive."